Episode 2, The Cupcake Challenge. The next morning, Oliver arranged pie and locked the bakery door with a happy swish of his tail. Jingle, the little bell above the door rang. Oliver smiled as he looked around. The bakery still wasn't perfect. The walls were old, the floor squeaked, and the windows were covered by faded, dusty curtains. But it was already better than before. Most importantly, he had sold cookies, 3 whole cookies. Oliver carefully opened the jar that held his earnings. 3 shiny coins clinked together. "Not bad for my first day," he said proudly, just then. Pip the mouse scurried through the door. "Good morning, Mr. Oliver." "Good morning, Pip." "Are you making more cookies today?" Oliver thought for a moment. "I was thinking about trying something new." Pip's eyes grew wide. "Something new?" Oliver nodded. Mrs. Maple says every baker should learn one recipe at a time. "So what's next?" Oliver grinned. "Cupcakes." Pip gasped dramatically. "Cupcakes are fancy." "Exactly why I need the practice." After breakfast, Oliver visited Mrs. Maple. The old rabbit was trimming flowers outside her cottage. "Cupcakes," she said thoughtfully. "A good choice." She handed him a recipe card. "But remember, cupcakes are more than cake. They are Mrs. Maple smiled. "They need frosting." Oliver blinked. Oh. "And good frosting takes patience." Oliver swallowed nervously. Back at the bakery, he got to work. Flour, sugar, eggs, milk. Everything went into a large mixing bowl. Oliver stirred carefully. The batter looked smooth. Perfect. At least until he tried pouring it into the cupcake pan. Sploosh! Batter landed on the counter. Batter landed on the floor. Batter somehow landed on Oliver's nose. Pip giggled. "You missed." "I noticed." When the cupcakes came out of the oven, they smelled wonderful. Warm. Sweet. Vanilla. Oliver proudly placed them on the counter. Now all he needed was frosting. How hard could frosting be? Very hard, it turned out. His first batch was too runny. It dripped right off the cupcakes. His second batch was too thick. It stuck to the spoon like glue. His third batch tasted strange because he accidentally added salt instead of sugar. Pip took one bite and made a funny face. "I think my tongue is confused," Oliver laughed. "So is mine." Finally, on his 4th try, the frosting was perfect, light, creamy, sweet. Oliver carefully scooped it into a piping bag. He squeezed gently. A beautiful swirl appeared on top of the cupcake. Then another. Then another. Soon every cupcake wore a fluffy crown of frosting. Oliver stepped back and admired them. "They look like they're wearing tiny hats." "They do." Pip agreed. That afternoon, customers began to arrive. A squirrel bought 2 cupcakes. A duck bought 3. A hedgehog bought 1 and immediately returned for another. Before long, every cupcake was gone. Every single one. Oliver couldn't believe it. "We sold out." Pip jumped excitedly. "We sold out." They danced around the bakery together. That evening, Oliver counted his earnings. There were far more coins than before, enough for something special. He thought carefully about what the bakery needed most. The roof still leaked. The shelves were old. The tables wobbled. But every customer looked at the windows when they came inside. The old curtains were torn and faded. So Oliver visited the fabric shop. After much searching, he found bright yellow curtains decorated with little white flowers. The next morning, he hung them in the bakery windows. Sunlight poured through the fabric, making the whole room feel warm and cheerful. Pip stepped inside and gasped. "Wow." Oliver smiled. "What do you think?" "It feels like a real bakery now." Oliver looked around. The bakery still needed work. Lots of work. but the new curtains fluttered happily in the breeze. And for the first time, the old building felt a little less lonely, a little less broken, and a little more like home. As Oliver locked the door that night, he looked at tomorrow's recipe, muffins. He grinned. Another challenge was waiting, and he couldn't wait to begin.